I know the video quality is very poor. Just have to make do with it. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about van life, living out of a conversion van, a Chevy conversion van. It's a window van, and deciding whether to go with solar or continue on with my inverter generator. Uh, and I made the point that if I take my window van and go park I'm in North Florida. Let's say it's July, it's about 90, 95, and I park my van out my window van out in the park. Let's say Walmart parking lot, that's where I'm at now. And it's 90, 95 degrees out. And the video quality is so poor, it's unbelievable. But it's almost hopeless. There's just I don't know. I thought about it for years. This is my 4th year in this van. I thought about it for years. You know how you could take advantage of solar and deal with the heat. And a window van, it's just we'll cover the windows. It doesn't quite work that way. It's so hot that let me just say this: I can just go right up the road here, find a shade tree, park under the shade tree, put my little 1,000 watt generator out, and run my AC, go and start fucking. It's that simple. I mean, why would you want to go to sit out and in a parking lot somewhere and to try to gather as much free solar as you can at the same time? But anyway, I've come up to some after researching a little bit, and especially like with these flexible solar panels. What it is, you're trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You want to put the solar panels on your vehicle to protect the roof from the heat, which there's no insulation. I mean, I got a little bit in here, but not much. And then that would be you. In other words, if I park this vehicle out in the sun, just the roof alone gets so hot it's ridiculous. And then I got 9 windows in this thing. It's just hopeless. I mean, just these 3 windows here when they're in the sun, put off about 5,000 to 7,000 BTUs. In other words, you'd have to have a 5,000 BTU AC just to overcome the 3 windows here. You can I'll block them off. I got the whole vehicle's full of windows. I got some blocked off. Even if you block the windows off and had solar up on top, or it covered or insulated on the top, it's almost impossible. You just can't. It's just so excruciating hot in North Florida. But anyway, I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to I'm going to try this. I got a good deal on solar panels. I'm going to cover the roof in solar panels. And I'm going to, instead of putting insulation on the windows, I've got insulation on some of the windows now. In fact, I had it on most of them. It's just a pain. I don't like it on there. But I've got some ways of covering the outside of the windows. Even if you put styrofoam, which I have on some of them, the sun is so intense that the black window with the styrofoam behind it, even if you had both the big windows on the side of this conversion van covered in styrofoam, it's so hot that does the styrofoam, does it cover in the window? Absolutely. But only about 70-80% of it. The other 20-25% gets through. The whole side of the vehicle is 100 to 115 degrees. The windows are 150 to 160 degrees with the styrofoam in back of it. And it's just the whole top of the vehicle is 130. If it's 90-95 on the parking lot in the sun, it's just unbearable. So you're trying to gather all this solar. But I think I'm going to cover the roof in solar panels. I'm going to get flexible panels. God dang, that's a damn bad picture. Flexible panels. I'm going to get some corrugated to elevate the panels just off the roof, so I can get a little air thing in there. And then it'll help the panels from getting too hot, as keeping the roof cool as well. And then I'm going to cover these windows on the outside. I got an idea figured out that I can do it and I'm going to cover from the outside, not the inside. I'll get into that later on. I'm going to do that, but and I think if you, and I'm going to also get a 8,000 BTU inverter air conditioner. It's like a split, mini split, but it's a window unit. And between if I have a 5,000 in here now. When you're out here in January and February, that ain't nothing. That's a that's a totally different environment. It's a very similar environment to what you experience with the 5,000 AC window unit in the summer months. It's hopeless. You couldn't even. It would take 10 to 15,000 BTUs to cool this van if you just left the windows open and left the windows exposed. If you covered the windows, you could probably completely cover the vehicle with foam or with insulation. You could get away with a 6 to 8,000. If you take the van and park it under a shade tree, you can just get by in July with the 5,000. It's just comfortable in here. That's complete shade, no sun at all, and that's just how it is. It's not an easy. A lot of people think, I don't know how some of these women survive out here. Honestly, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. And I don't ever park my vehicle out in the sun. I never have and never will. Only in January and February. I can do it for about 3 months. Right now, this is the middle of January 23. I'm in the Walmart in North Florida, and it's 80 degrees out here. It's about the window on the back there. The sun was hitting it. I popped it open just to let the heat off the black window in the rear door. It's 130 to 140 degrees, that window, just from a January sun hitting it. But it can be done. I'm going to work on them. I'm going to get a bigger AC, a more efficient AC. I'm getting 800 watts of solar to put on the roof, and then I got a way I'm going to cover this outside this vehicle. It's a temporary cover. This is in other words, if I'm going to use my solar, I can't park the window. I just got finished saying this. I can't park the the van out in the sun. It's impossible. I can't do it. It's hopeless. So if I cover the sides, cover the roof in solar, and have a 8,000 BTU AC, I might be able to survive. I think I can. I can sit out in the sun, gather the solar, charge my 400 amp hour lithium battery up, and stay cool at the same time. That's the goal. Whether it's possible, I think I'd be somewhat successful, but I'll let you know